I got my family to do a chore tax after my mom told me off for not cleaning, so my mom is the messiest person alive. Her room looks like a tornado hit it, dishes pile up in the sink for days, and her car is basically a mobile garbage dump. It's been like this my whole life. Last week I'm doing homework at the kitchen table and there's literally nowhere to sit because it's covered in her mail, coffee cups, and random stuff. I move some papers to make space and she comes storming in like I just burned the house down. Don't touch my things. Clean up after yourself for once. I just stared at her. This is the same woman who leaves wet towels on my bed, uses my bathroom and doesn't clean it, and borrowed my laptop last month and returned it sticky with food crumbs. But somehow me moving her junk mail is crossing the line. Are you serious right now, Mom? Dead serious. You need to learn responsibility. That's when I got the idea. If she wanted to police my cleaning habits, fine. But fair is fair. Okay, Mom, you're right. Being messy is bad. So let's all stop starting now. Anyone who leaves a mess pays $3 into a jar. Family mess tax. She laughed like it was a joke. Sure, honey. Whatever makes you happy. I grabbed an empty coffee can and wrote mess jar on it with a marker. Put it right on the counter where everyone could see it. Day one was incredible. Mom walks into the kitchen that morning, makes coffee, and leaves grounds all over the counter. I held out my hand. $3, please. You're not serious. Dead serious. You said being messy was bad. Pay up. She grumbled but pulled out $3. By lunch, she owed another $6. Once for leaving dishes in the sink, and again for dropping mail on the clean dining table. My dad thought it was hilarious until he had to pay for leaving his shoes by the front door. The best part was when she got home from work. She dumped her purse contents on the counter to find her keys, then started to walk away. That's $3, Mom. You could see her realize what she'd done. She looked at the mess, looked at me, and very carefully put everything back in her purse. Week 2 is when things got interesting. Mom started carrying a notebook to track how much money she was spending on messiness. Turns out when you have to pay for every mess, you notice how much chaos you actually create. She was dropping like $25 a week easy. The turning point came when Mom was getting ready for work. She tried on 4 different outfits, leaving clothes all over her bedroom floor, bathroom counter, and hallway. I counted the mess zones. That's $9, Mom. She just stared at the destruction she'd created. Then she pulled out her wallet, counted out the money, and started actually hanging things up. After that, she really tried. She'd catch herself mid-mess and clean as she went. Started making her bed every day and doing dishes right after eating. The jar filled up fast. After a month, we had over $150. I suggested we use it for a family cleaning service so our house could be spotless for once. Mom agreed, probably because she felt guilty about contributing most of the money. When the cleaners finished, our house looked like a magazine. Mom walked through each room amazed. I forgot we had hardwood floors under all that clutter. She raised her coffee mug and said, "Here's to my daughter for teaching this old slob new tricks." I raised my water bottle back. "Here's to Mom for finally admitting she's messier than a toddler." She laughed and said, "Damn right I am," then immediately looked around for something to clean up before remembering the swear jar was a different system. The mess jar is still on our counter 6 months later. We use the money for house improvements and family activities. Mom's room actually stays clean now, and she does dishes the same day she uses them. The best part is when friends come over and ask why our house is so organized. Mom just points to the jar and says, "That thing changed our lives."